Hello everyone, welcome to JC eConnect channel. So in this session, we'll start with vacuum lifting pads. So usually these types of the pads we have been used in the prefabrication system, especially to lift the structural elements from one place to other place. So this vacuum lifting pads. So these vacuum lifters, they are the type of the lifting equipments that incorporate a vacuum as part of the lifting mechanism. So they consist of below the hook, and it consists of a certain frame, and that is with a large vacuum pad. So here whatever you can see the different pad like systems, right? So these particular pads, they are with a vacuum pressures, and these consisting of a certain below the hook frame. So it consisting even with respect to hook part also, right? And here the several smaller suction cups can be seen, and so these particular sections, I mean the suction cups for grabbing the large sheets, rolls, plates or other smooth surfaced products. So this one, it can be easily lift up with respect to this particular pads to that structural members. Okay, and this particular vacuum lifting pads can be used especially in lifting the structural elements. Okay, and this is a part of the introduction, that is vacuum lift, that is nothing but a technique that lifts and places the material with vacuum suction head. So just by using this vacuum suction head, we can lift and we can place the structural elements from one place to the another place. And this suction head, which is placed over a material that is to be lift, and vacuum pump which is strained due to a vacuum created, and the material which will get stuck to a vacuum head, which then it can be lifted by conventional means like hoist, ram and cranes, etc. So especially in the storing yard, we can't be used the lifting equipment such as cranes and all, because that we need to maintain that storing yard in a better way, such that no other external environmental factor should get effect to that member. So in some cases that storing yard might be in a closed conditions, so that time we can't be used the heavy capacity cranes and all within that closed conditions. So that time we can be use this vacuum lifting, such that by using this vacuum suction head, we can be easily lift one material from one place to another place. And this vacuum, which is created with the help of simple high speed blower type pump. So here, just by using this vacuum pressure, by using this vacuum pump, easily we can provide certain amount of energy, and that is going to be stick up with that particular member, so that we can lift from one place to the another place. And here the project is carried out by using the robot, which can be controlled by using the sensible controls, that has a cam and which is made mobile using the caterpillar. So just by using this everything, which is worked under with a digitalization process, and so here each and everything can be monitored just by sitting at one place. So each and every work can be done with the help of a remote system. And which are the main uses of this vacuum lifting pad? So here this vacuum lifting equipments, it can be designed to lift, hold, turn, tilt or rotate. So it is having all the functions in its movement, such as it can be lift and it can be hold a certain element, and it can turn from 0 degree to 360 degree, and even though it can be tilt that particular elements from upward and downward motions with respect to that angle of deviations, and even it can rotate from one place to the other place, right? So that is the main uses of this vacuum lifting equipments. So almost anything can be handled, such as steel, glass, concrete, plastic, wood, aluminum pipes, refrigerators, sorry, aluminum, and then pipes, and then refrigerators, aircraft sections, drums, cartoons, round shaped profiled objects, and that can be handled. So much of members can be handled by using these vacuum lifting pads, right, such as steel, glass. So basically the main limitation of this particular vacuum lifting pad is it should be consisting of smooth surface, so that that entire pressure whatever it will get generate from that vacuum head, it is going to be stick up with that plain material, I mean plain members, so that easily it can stick up with that member and it can be lift up from one place to the another place. And then life which will be in a safety, so it can be worked in a smaller working radius, so that no other accidents can be takes place. So here the rate of accidents are too less, okay, unless and until that person who is working that lifting pad, so everything which is dependent on him, okay. And it gain increased productivity, so that work can be complete in a earlier time with a less amount of energy, so that the productivity is always going to be increased in its section. And then the prevent back injury. So back injury in the sense that is a person who is going to be worked that machine that is of a vacuum lifting pads, so that even that can prevent the back injury also. And this is automate production, so everything which is worked under with a remote control system only, so no additional energy can be utilized, I mean the human energy can be utilized on those members, and it reduce the operator fatigue. So here in some cases, such as in a cranes and all, a certain operator will be there, so just by his operation modes it can be moved from one place to another place. The same thing we can be minimized in the vacuum lifting system, and then that eliminates the product damage and it improves the working conditions. So these are the advantages. So less ground personnel required, that reducing the risk of accident. So here only a single person which is enough to transfer from one place to another place, whereas in the crane systems, so operator will be there and then the signalers will be there and then the riggers will be there. So here signaler which is, he is going to be he is going to give the directions to the both operator, crane operator, as well as this riggers also. So based upon his directions, that member which is going to be moved from one place to the another place just with the coordination between the crane operator and riggers, right. So for this both crane operators and the riggers, the signalers who is going to give the directions that how to erect and how to place that one from one location to the different locations, right. So but here in the vacuum lifting pad, only a single person is enough, so that single person can be carried out this entire work, so the reducing the risk of accidents. And quicker pipe handling, so easily it can hold up that pipe, so that that work can be continued and complete in a earlier time period. And here less damage of the pipe and coating, as the only contact with the pipe is the rubber pad seal. So here in some cases, if the pipe is going to be erect from one place to the another place, in the conventional part, that is by using the cranes and all, the chains have to be placed, I mean the cables have to be placed, so that the chances of breakages or else the outer part of the pipe can be damaged. So when we have used this vacuum lifting pad, that surface which is going to be remains same, so that no additional the scratches and all will be getting developed on the surface of these pipes. And the lifting force which is divided over the surface area of the suction pad, and that preventing the point loading system, and this specially important to prevent the damage to the inner concrete lining of the some pipes. Okay, so here we'll watch a video clip, and you will come to know that how exactly the vacuum lifters are going to be used. So here you can watch that how exactly that vacuum lifting pads are going to be placed on this member, and how exactly it is going to be lift from one place to the other place. Okay, so there are no hook connections as you can see here, so there are no cables, no hook connections, no crane. So just you can see this person, right? So he is operating that vacuum lifting pad just by using that controlling systems there, right? So easily it can be movable from one place to the other place. So like that it can be moved from one place to another place wherever it is required. So depends upon the load we can provide the number of vacuum lifting pads, so that depends upon the capacity it can works out. Okay, so in this video clip you can see the vertical members, how exactly they are going to be stored, and how exactly it is going to be moved with respect to this vacuum lifting pads, right? So it is the automatic vacuum lifting pads, and see how exactly it is going to be moved from one place to another place just by the hand monitoring system. Right, so everything it can be done by using this the controlling system, what you can see in that person's left hand, right? So just by using that controller it can be operatable. So this vacuum lifting again it is going to be hold, and then it can be moved from that place to the required location. So that different holding systems are there, so these types also it can be used, right? So that this optional guide legs supplied, that is depends upon the request. If the length of the member is more, and if it is require more safety, then also we can provide these types of system. So this is one more video clip, so that how exactly they are going to erect these members or any materials from one place to the required location. So that is depends upon this vacuum lifting pad, so that whatever the pressure which will get released from this pads, it is going to be withheld, I mean that hold up that material, and then by that energy it can easily lift. So here also you can see this, how they are going to provide these vacuum lifting pads to these members, so that how exactly it is going to be hold that members. So first we need to enable that users to grip that slabs from a distance without requiring manual assistance. So it will be very helpful in the construction field, so that no additional energy, and even the chances of damages can be less in this by using these types of the techniques. Okay, just this A and B buttons are just to lift up and hold that particular members by using this lifting pad, right? And this particular video that is belongs to this invented, and this is patented by the James Edmund Corbett. He is a director of that Adwolf Industries Limited. See, even though it can lift up the tile material, right? So see how easily he can lift up that material, I mean that element, just by using these vacuum lifting pads. Right, so no additional energies are required. Just by that hand movement, it is going to be lift that material from one place to the required locations. So it can be used in any directions. It can be tilt, and it can be rotate, and it can be move from top to bottom. So later you can release that pressure, so that which is going to be released. So in this video clip you can see even the smaller part of the prefabrication elements, such as the concrete blocks and all, that can also, it can be lift by using this vacuum lifting pad. You can see the different types of the pads, they can be used for the different members. See how easily it is going to be lift from ground portion to the top portions by using that vacuum lifting pads. So like that, these types of the vacuum lifting pads have been used in the construction process, especially to lift this higher weighted materials from one place to the another place. Right, so how easily it can be worked out. So even though to store in I mean just to unload the materials from the transportation vehicles, that can also be used by using this vacuum lifting pads. So no any additional damages can be takes place whenever we will move that one from manual energy source. So here you can see how that structural members also can be moved by using this vacuum lifting pads. So it requires less manual energy, that is by the labors and all. So even the chances of accidents also it can be minimized, and the chances of breakages also can be minimized. So that is the main advantages of this vacuum lifting equipment. See how by using that rubber gaskets, so that it is going to be withheld, I mean hold that particular members, so that that pressure which is going to be hold that members to lift from one to other place. See how exactly that pads it which is going to be attached to that member, and by using these pipes that vacuum pressure which is going to be released, and these are the hooks just to hold that vacuum lifting pads, so that just by these movements which is going to be released, and then these pads which are going to be attached on the structural member. So these pads are going to be adjustable, I mean they are movable from this particular stand, so that wherever they require they can be fixed, these lifting pads, right? So anywhere they are comfortable with different locations, it can be monitorized. And that is even the moving handle also, it can be convenient, depends upon the operator. So it can be adjustable, and here the operating system, that pressure level which is going to be vary with respect to a requirement. The speed positions, it should be moderate, so that it should not move fast and create any nuisance with the damages and all. This is vacuum head, and which is going to be movement of that pads from 0 degree to 90 degree. So you can see the demo here, how exactly it can be moved from 0 degree to 90 degree, right? So it can be operable in such way, right? You can see there. So now, as per the given inclination which is going to be withstand, I mean hold up that members, and then that pressure which is going to be generate, and that pressure which is going to be hold that element, and then it can be lift up. See how exactly it can be moved from one place to another place. See, easily it can be turn, easily it can be tilt, and easily it can be rotate, and it can be used however we require, right? So again the wall pressure has to be moderate, and then depends upon the requirement we can provide the pressures in the members, I mean with that lifting pads. And here the advantages it will get continued, that is an excavator, it can be fitted with a pipe lifter for holding the pipes, and can be converted back to a digger, and vice versa. So the top layer of that pipe, it can be damaged just by using that cables, or else the chain and pulley system in the erection part. Okay, and the pipes can now be stockpiled without any spacers, right? And then the this handles the almost any type of the pipe, such as steel, PVC, and even the concrete pipes also. And the main disadvantage is that initial investment of this vacuum lifting pad is too more, but simultaneously when we have used in a large part, so it is directly reduces the wastage cost, and it will be useful. So initial purchasing cost, it will be more for this vacuum lifting pad, and it requires a similar vacuum pad to the thing which is to be lift. So no other lifting pads have been used, that is the different lifting pads will be available, so that one it can't be replaced the original one. So the same company's same size of the vacuum lifting pads have been used, so that which is difficult to replace from one lifting pad to the other. Here you can see that uses with forklift or front loaders. So how exactly it is going to be worked out, right? So this is for the vertical members, how it is going to be withstand or hold that structural element, right? So this is about the vacuum lifting pad.